the big breaking news that we're bringing to you here on India Today. AgustaWestland VVIP chopper scam middleman Christian Michel, who has been in Dubai for the last few years, has been put on a flight from Dubai to India as part of a successful extradition process that has finally reached a critical phase. CBI officials will be presenting Christian Michel before a CBI special judge in New Delhi as soon as he lands in the capital later tonight. That's the breaking news we're getting to you. It's a huge development in the VVIP chopper scam. And Christian Michel, who is known to be one of the key middlemen, one of the key facilitators of the alleged kickbacks in this deal that was CA government in 2010 for 12 VVIP AW101 helicopters for the President, Prime Minister and senior ministers. Christian Michel, the man responsible allegedly for funneling over 350 million euros in kickbacks to various beneficiaries, including senior officials in India, is being brought back from Dubai to face justice. Christian Michel is a name that you've become familiar with because he is a man understood to be at the very center of the entire VVIP chopper scam as we know it. I want to go across to India Today's Ankit Kumar for more on this. Ankit, you have spoken to Christian Michel many times, including recently. There has been a long process by India to bring this man back. Take us through why Christian Michel, Ankit, is important in the VVIP chopper scam.
Well, Christian Michel, as we all know, Shiv, is being termed as the kingpin of this VVIP chopper deal. He is the man who had the political contacts. He is the man who was in touch with both the top management of Finmechanica as well as the alleged officials who were involved in the deal. What we can confirm to our viewers as of now is that he has boarded a flight for New Delhi and he is being taken to India. Remember, it all began in June earlier this year when CBI went ahead. Remember, this was the second attempt by CBI to extradite Christian Michel. Last year also CBI tried to extradite him, but that was unsuccessful. This year, however, 3 court hearings and then finally an approval from Ministry of Justice of UAE, 4 processes in total, and finally we are going to get the Augusta man in our custody, in our courts, and finally Indian agencies will be able to grill him. Now, we talked to Christian Michel only last week. We managed to talk to him from a Dubai lockup where he was locked up. He told us that he is not going to change his position. He told us that he's not going to, blame the UPA top leadership. He's not going to say that there was any political involvement. He's going to maintain the position that he has taken so far. I would also like you to show this dossier, this 4-page dossier, Shiv. This dossier was presented by Indian government to UAE authorities. It's pretty much the same dossier which was given in 2017 last year also. But this time it did the trick. We managed to cross all the hurdles in UAE, and finally we have Christian Michel in our custody. Shiv.
Okay, we have him in our custody. He's being flown back to India right now. Take us through the details of what happens next when he lands. The CBI gets a hold of him. So on this flight, is he with CBI officials? Are CBI officials in Dubai to bring him back? Or is he coming with someone else, Ankit?
He is with CBI officials. CBI has made it a point to keep it a really low-key affair. CBI has not, revealed the information of the process so far. CBI has not officially confirmed even that, yes, CBI has got the custody of Michel. But what we can confirm is that today in afternoon at around 3 p.m. local time, a team of CBI officials reached the police headquarters in Dubai. They took Christian Michel in custody. Now he was taken to the Dubai airport, and now the very same CBI officials, they are taking Christian Michel to India. He will be in New Delhi by midnight, and then he will be taken maybe tomorrow for a court hearing. Sure.
Okay, Manjeet Negi is also with us on the phone line. Manjeet, very big development. Manjeet's just broken the story about how Christian Michel is now on his way to India. Give us the details of what happens next, Manjeet.
So around 10:30 p.m. Christian Michel will reach at the Delhi technical area where the CBI team and other senior officials are already there. And as per, you can say it's a big win for CBI. The fugitive criminal Christian Michel, arrested by UAE authorities in February 2017 on this on the Interpol Red notice after the CBI filed a charge sheet in the court in 109 in 2017 against the fugitive criminal Christian Michel and 11 other accused in this case. And the trial court took cognizance and offense in 2017 October. And after the CBI request for extradition, this followed by UN authorities in March 2017 through diplomatic channels, and after the long, you can say 1.5 year after 5-6 month wait, the extradition request finally come through, and now the most fugitive Christian Michel now in Indian hands, and especially the CBI team already in Dubai, and but the flight is will reach around 10:30 in India.
Okay, so 10:30 in India is when Christian Michel will be landing. He's already on that flight. 10:30 p.m. is when he's going to be landing. Manjeet, thanks very much for getting us those details. Ankit Kumar, continue to be with us. Days before his extradition, Christian Michel spoke exclusively to India Today from inside the Dubai prison. Listen into what he told India Today's Ankit Kumar.
Of the extradition process.
Hello, is that Ankit?
Yes, hi, this is Ankit.
Hey, you doing? How are you? I haven't heard your voice in a long time.
It's been a long time. So let's use this time. Because I don't think we will be able to talk once you come to India. So let me ask 4 or 5 quick questions. I think this will be your last public statement before you come to an Indian jail. So let me start by asking, have you been formally notified about the extradition process? In which stage the process is, and when do you expect the process to finish?
Well, I expect the process to finish in about 10 days.
In about 10 days. So in about 10 days, you are now set to be extradited to India. Does it change the position you have taken so far as the VVIP chopper deal and allegations of corruption against you is concerned?
No, it doesn't. I'm looking forward to clearing my name.
So you still maintain that the top leadership of UPA was not involved in the deal, you were not involved in the deal as far as corruption is concerned, and no Sonia Gandhi, no AP, no family?
Nope, that is correct.
You still maintain that position?
Yes, I do.
Okay. The CBI and ED have already charged you for money laundering and corruption in India. How do you plan to fight your legal battle in India? What is going to be your legal strategy?
Well, my legal strategy would be simple. There's no evidence. We didn't carry out any such action. We've had forensic audits. The UAE authorities have also checked my accounts. And it's unfounded charges, which will be dispensed with in court.
So you will be cooperating with the agencies, or you will be defending yourself in the Indian court?
No, I'll be defending myself in the Indian court, but I will give them any assistance I can, which will not include lying.
Okay. But you still maintain that there was no political corruption as being charged by the agencies in this case?
None whatsoever. And they know that when they came to see me. We had many discussions, and I refused to sign their document then.
So you look forward to hire a legal firm or lawyer in India?
Oh yes, I will be hiring one. I haven't yet got permission to give his name out, but we're in the middle of engaging one.
Okay. Do you still maintain your charge against the Indian investigating agencies that you were given an offer to settle for taking names of certain political individuals?
100%, absolutely. I have 30-odd witnesses to it.
So why did not you produce those witnesses in the UAE court? Did you produce them?
Because it would have been unfair. I've spoken to them about it. We've all agreed they know what took place. It makes no difference to the UAE court.
But you can produce those witnesses in an Indian court, right?
We can. If my lawyer says it's a good idea, we'll give their names, and I'm sure they'll cooperate.
Okay. There were 2 other middlemen involved in the deal, Mr. Jerosa and Mr. Hashke. Do you have any information about those 2? Where are they?
Well, I don't know. I've been in jail for the last 3 months. So I've got no idea. But I mean, yeah, I would wish they would come to India too. I would love to hear what they have to say.
Yes, because you are facing extradition. You are set to be taken to India. These two individuals have also been charged by the Enforcement Directorate and CBI, but we haven't heard from the agencies or the government about these two individuals. Why? Don't you think there's too much focus on you and not the other two individuals? Why Christian Michel is so important? Why not Jerosa or Hashki? What's so special about Christian Michel?
Well, I'll tell you why. It's because the Indian Prime Minister, he knows it well. He made a deal with Renzi, the last Italian Prime Minister, not to touch them. They're only interested in me and politics. There's no interest in these men. So their red notices were removed, as we know. So they're not going to be coming to India anytime soon.
So you are alleging that there is a political angle to everything, right?
Yes, well, why would their red notice have been removed? Why was Hashki's notice removed 2 years ago?
You are saying that the Interpol red corner notices against Pure Hashki was removed on instruction of Indian government.
It was done with the agreement of the Indian government.
Agreement between Indian government
and Interpol. They agreed to have his red notice removed. I would love to know why. A key witness.
Yes. What was the role of
who's making claims against me and will not be in court. It's ridiculous.
What was the role of Guru Hashke in this case?
Well, I mean, he claims to be he said he changed the height. He did all of this, is what he said in his telephone conversations and to witnesses.
Yes.
I'd love to know if it's true. That's what he said.
Okay. India is set to go in a general elections in next 5-6 months, and it's a very politically charged atmosphere. And you coming back you taken back to India will be seen as a big success for Indian government, for Indian agencies. Obviously, AgustaWestland in India has been a very politically charged issue. Do you think your coming to India has got anything to do with the political atmosphere at all?
I think it's all about politics. But I'm not frightened of it. If I wanted to run away and hide, I would have gone to England last year when I had my passport back and the charges were dropped when the first extradition failed. I'm not running away. I'm here. They're going to extradite me, and here I come. So let the truth come out.
So you are saying that you will follow all the legal procedures and you will present your case before Indian court?
I will. I will be doing that.
And no excuses about Indian jail conditions, because we have seen cases where people have complained about the conditions about in Indian jails, no security concerns, etc. Or do you still have those concerns?
I'm concerned. I've got the British Embassy who will be watching me closely, and I do hope that no undue pressure is used against me.
So have you approached the British your government, British Embassy, because you are
yes, I have.
You have formally
I had a
approached
meeting with them yesterday.
So have you been given any assurance that your rights will be your human rights will be protected? Yes.
Yes, I have.
So you have been given an assurance by the British government that they will take care of the situation if your rights are not being violated.
That is correct. I have their assurance.
Okay. Anything else you want to add? Anything else you want to tell to the Indian public?
Well, no. I mean, I love India. It'll be very nice to come back. I haven't been to India for a few years. I miss it very much, and I miss all my friends. I'm very much hoping to see them as soon as possible.
All right. So thank you so much for talking to India today. Let's see where this case goes. Let's hope that truth someday will come out and everybody in India will know what exactly happened in this so-called VVIP chopper deal. Mr. Michel?
Very good, sir. Thank you. Well, take care. It's good talking to you.
Thank you so much. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Okay, I want to bring in India Today's Ankit Kumar, who's still with us. He did that interview. We also have Anila Singh of the BJP, Rahul Srivastav, our National Affairs Editor. Anila Singh of the BJP, I want to come to you first. Quick word from you first. This is going to be seen as a big victory for the government, because Christian Michel is known to be a key middleman in the AgustaWestland VVIP chopper scam. The CBI is going to be taking over, presenting him before a court. Your comments on this extradition finally resulting in this man being brought to India?
Absolutely, and I congratulate the system, because of which today Mr. Michel will be back in India. We very well know that it was a huge scam, and in which not only the bureaucrats but more importantly the ruling party leaders were involved too. And the whole how the parameters of the helicopters were compromised and how the kickbacks were paid and everything was there. And I think it is one huge step in getting this person back in India so that at least he can reveal with concrete proofs that who all were involved in it, and so that those people can be booked properly. This is the public paid money, hard-earned money through taxes, and they have compromised for their own leisure. So this, and somehow, you will say that I am sounding very political, but we can very well see that how Congress party, he was sitting, it was sitting on Rafale deal for more than 10 years. So that's only because they're very much interested in getting kickbacks. So now Mr. Michel is coming, and he is going to tell whole world that how things happened, how the compromises were done. And now it is, I think Congress is going to have a sleepless night.
Okay, Anila Singh of the BJP saying that the Congress is going to have sleepless nights as a result of the man on your left. The man on your left, Christian Michel, a key middleman in the AgustaWestland VVIP chopper deal with India under the UPA government, now extradited and on his way back to India. I want to go across to our National Affairs editor, Rahul Srivastav. Rahul, given the politically charged atmosphere right now, where, the Indian political landscape already has the so-called Rafale controversy being spoken about by the Congress party. Now you've got this man coming in. How does this change things? How do you see it playing out once he lands?
Shiv, one will like to see really how, keep an eye on the BJP. Because if you see, there are two big elements to it. One definitely is to create a Rafale counter through the Augusta issue. But that will depend largely on the fact that what Mr. Christian Michel James does tell the Indian courts. The second very important element is there are three people who are supposed to be the key agents as far as those who received the kickbacks in the AgustaWestland case. For the Modi government, which has been facing tirade on Nirav Modi, on Vijay Mallya and several others, will the BJP try to make Christian Michel James a trophy? A trophy to put forth a case that somebody who defrauds or is part of a fraud onto the government of India, onto the nation, when one of them has been brought back to India. The BJP perhaps will like to use it, but I think a lot will be decided on once Mr. Michel lands up and is taken to the Patiala House courts, and from there on the story will unfold. And the timing, Shiv, is extremely critical. We have very critical elections in Rajasthan where the BJP is on the back foot.
Yeah.
And in the middle of that, I think tomorrow the Prime Minister is going to speak. Whether that element will be raised in the election speeches, I think BJP is the entity to watch.
Okay, the BJP is the entity to watch in this particular case. 10:30 p.m. is when he's going to be landing. The BJP has already claimed this as a victory. Some of its spokespersons have tweeted. Anila Singh has said that the Congress should have sleepless nights as a result of this. Ankit Kumar, who had that conversation with Christian Michel, and I'm going to play out that full conversation for you in just a moment once again. Ankit, Christian Michel in that conversation sounds very calm, sounds very composed, saying he's going to go through the entire extradition process because as a businessman, all of this has affected his work, so he wants to go through all the legal processes before, before trying to clear his name. What do you see happen? You are a journalist, Ankit, who has tracked this man for quite a few years now. You've spoken to him on multiple occasions as well. What do you see happen once he comes back?
He sounds like a very pragmatic person. He has been in India. He understands how Indian judicial system and political system works. So it won't be unfair to say that he had it coming. He saw it coming. He saw that it was only a matter of time that he will have to go to India once the verdict was given by lower court. Now, as of now, Shiv, what we would like to tell our viewers is that Christian Michel is being taken in a private jet that belongs to UAE government, and he won't be taken to a jail. That promise he has been made by the Dubai court, to which Indian authorities have agreed. He will be kept at a safe house. So this is the new development that we are learning as of now. Christian Michel will not be sent to a jail. He will not be locked up in a police center. He will be kept at a safe house, which has been promised by the Dubai court, to which Indian authorities have agreed. So this is the latest as far as Christian Michel is concerned. Coming back to your question, what Michel is thinking, I asked him the same question, what his strategy is going to be, and he said that he is going to maintain the same line that he has got nothing to do with the political corruption. There was no political corruption, and if there was any political corruption, he was not involved. It was Carlo Jeresha and Guido Hashke who were involved. He is also pointing questions at Indian government, that why Indian government is going slow against Guido Hashke. Remember, Guido Hashke has an interported notice issued against him, but 2 years back that notice was taken down. Michel is alleging that this was done after an arrangement, a sort of agreement between Indian government and Italian Prime Minister. Now, we will have to see once the trial starts in India, does he walk the talk? But as of now, Christian Michel is on his way to India in a private jet that belongs to a UAE minister, officially a UAE government, and he will be kept at a safe house, not in a lockup or a jail.
Very interesting. I want our viewers to hear Christian Michel's voice, because no other channel has the voice of Christian Michel just a few days before he is to be he is to land over here. We spoke to him. Ankit Kumar was on the phone with Christian Michel just a few days ago. Listen to his voice, listen to the tone and tenor of his voice, listen to what he says to the very pointed questions that Ankit Kumar has asked him. Listen in.
Have you been formally notified about the extradition process?
Hello? Is that Ankit?
Yes, hi, this is Ankit.
Hey, you're doing? How are you? I haven't heard your voice in a long time.
It has been a long time. So let's use this time. Let's use this time, because I don't think we will be able to talk once you come to India. So let me ask 4 or 5 quick questions. I think this will be your last public statement before you come to an Indian jail. So let me start by asking, have you been formally notified about the extradition process? In which stage the process is, and when do you expect the process to finish?
Well, I expect the process to finish in about 10 days.
In about 10 days. So in about 10 days, you are now set to be extradited to India. Does it change the position you have taken so far as the VVIP chopper deal and allegations of corruption against you is concerned?
No, it doesn't. I'm looking forward to clearing my name.
So you still maintain that the top leadership of UPA was not involved in the deal, you were not involved in the deal as far as corruption is concerned, and no Sonia Gandhi, no AP, no family?
Nope, that is correct.
You still maintain that position?
Yes, I do.
Okay. The CBI and ED have already charged you for money laundering and corruption in India. How do you plan to fight your legal battle in India? What is going to be your legal strategy?
Well, my legal strategy would be simple. There's no evidence. We didn't carry out any such action. We've had forensic audits. The UAE authorities have also checked my accounts. And it's unfounded charges, which will be dispensed with in court.
So you will be cooperating with the agencies, or you will be defending yourself in the Indian court?
No, I'll be defending myself in the Indian court, but I will give them any assistance I can, which will not include lying.
Okay. But you still maintain that there was no political corruption as being charged by the agencies in this case?
And they know that when they came to see me. We had many discussions, and I refused to sign their document then.
So
Well, we've got some more breaking news coming in. It's the inside track on how Christian Michel was extradited from the United Arab Emirates. This is information only with India today. He's being brought back in a private jet provided by the UAE government. He will not be sent to jail, but will be kept at a safe house promised by the Dubai court. So he's not going to be taken to a lockup. He's not going to be taken to a jail. He's going to be taken to a safe house by the CBI, and he's being brought back on a private jet provided by the UAE government. That's the information that we have right now. Rahul Srivastav continues to be with us. Rahul, given that, given the explosive nature of the VVIP chopper scam right before the elections, the names that have done the rounds, with the BJP saying that the Gandhi family has been involved at various levels, etc., etc. And this particular individual pretty categorically saying in response to India Today's questions that, you know, the Gandhi family was never involved, they didn't do anything at all. How is this going to actually play out? Is this going to be a tricky customer for the BJP as well?
Shiv, on one element, that is the trophy element of it, that Christian Michel being brought out, somebody who defrauded the country, the BJP has painted, and the ED and the CBI saying that he is an accused in the case. He was part of the money laundering and the other malified intent as far as the deal is concerned. Somewhere the BJP will have a talking point as far as that one of the accused has been brought back to India. Given that the government and the BJP have been facing opposition fire over Nirav Modi and Vijay Mallya, and how men in suit boot managed to loot the country, plunder and leave the country. That trophy element perhaps is still intact. But with Mr. Christian Michel taking a very strong line that he is going to maintain, he maintained it in Dubai courts and he's going to maintain it, he said to Ankit in our interview, in the Indian courts also, the Indian government and the BJP would need to exercise a certain amount of caution, because any adversity in the courts, in terms that if the BJP does not get, if the Christian Michel does not give any indication of the involvement of any congressman, I will say, not mention other names which the BJP will like to, the fact remains that that will be problematic, because that will not go down very well with the electorate, that the BJP is saying something while the person who they have brought back and are treating as a trophy is not corroborating that element. And that is why I think a certain amount of caution will be exercised on that. But the trophy element, definitely. I think the very fact, by mentioning AgustaWestland, somewhere the BJP will try to negate, as you earlier said, the Rafale element, which is hurting them in election rallies in Rajasthan and other states.
Thanks very much, Rahul, for getting us the latest on that. We'll have full coverage when Christian Michel is about to land in India. 10:30 p.m. is when he's going to be landing. I'll be live from 10 p.m. to bring you live coverage of that big story.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you will love to.